Good evening, gents. I think it's mostly gents here right now. Uh, Derek, I don't know if you're ready to begin because this is going to be a recorded session, so we don't really want to wait for so many people. We'll also be sharing the recording once we are done editing it, so that we can the rest of the community can also have a look at it. Um, Anyone having an issue, just as a brief announcement, the vote will be available through the events page. Just through my events, go to this particular event, then you'll see the vote there that is going to be used for the training. And it's only going to be available during the duration of this particular training. So I'm hoping that for those of us who are already here, can only see 2 guys so far, we're going to make good use of that particular time. So once the event comes to an end, the vote will no longer be accessible for free, but rather as a premium. So again, make good use of it. That said, I think Derek, you should feel free to start and yeah, start with some introductions and everything. Oh, sorry, introductions. My name is Jones Baraza, CTO, co-founder of CTFROOM. Alongside myself, I have Derek and Geoffrey, whom I'm going to give them one. Actually, I'm just going to give Geoffrey 1 minute to introduce himself. Derek will introduce himself when he's doing his presentation. Then I can also see Lawrence here. Lawrence can also wave before Derek gets in. So Geoffrey, Lawrence, then Derek, then we can start.
Jones, I've heard you mention my name. Do you expect me to be dishing out gifts today?
Yes, yes. If you have them, dish them out as many as possible. But I wanted you to wave to the guys so that they also know that you're here.
Oh, that is raising my hand.
Oh, yeah, that also works. So, Geoffrey, if you can hear me, if you cannot, or if you're not available, then very please jump in. Let's finish this. Remember, the session is being recorded and it will be made available to the rest of the community. Thank you. I may drop off briefly, but I'll be rejoining in a few. So, Derek, please take over.
Thank you, Jones. For all those maybe who don't know me, my name is Derek. I work with the team at CTFROOM, and today I'll be taking you through the vulnerable bank application just to show you some vulnerabilities that are there. You can also access the vault in CTFROOM events where you registered to gain access to the vault. I think it's there, and yeah, I hope we'll going to get some knowledge on much more things than on much vulnerabilities that and on loopholes that might face such banking like systems. So I'm just going to start by sharing my screen. I believe my screen is visible. And so today we are going to access the vault. So here we have a vault description. You can just go through it when you in your CTFROOM account in the vulnerable bank API training. Just go through the description. It's all about a leading retail bank that has deployed a new digital banking application, and it's facing some errors. The SOC team begins observing abnormal transfer patterns and repeated password reset attempts at the same time. The bank's new AI customer support agent, which we will also look at, is generating responses that appear to disclose sensitive information. So we're going to tackle some of the objectives that are outlined here. I'm going to take you through SQL injection, how to perform an SQL injection into the bank account. We're going to show you how you can increase the bank account balance via mass assignment. We're also going to perform privilege escalation and account takeover, where we are going to give our user account a higher admin privileges so we can be able to allocate ourselves as much funds as we want, and also be able to also manage uh, other accounts as administrator. We're also going to uh, perform a race condition exploit, where we are going to do a transfer of funds more than what we have in our account. So I'm just going to start my lab. In the vulnerable bank training vault, there is the training manual. In case maybe you get left behind, you can just go through it. I believe it has detailed information on how we are going to tackle all this stuff. We are going to, the tools we are going to use today is DWT security checker, which we are going to encode and decode JSON web tokens. Also, what we are going to use is Burp Suite, where we'll be intercepting requests that will be made in the vulnerable bank API. So we're going just to open our browser. Let's first fetch our assigned IP. Copy that. Yes, so I'm going to paste our IP. This is where we are going to access the vulnerable bank API. We are going to first do our first test, which is SQL injection, where we are going to craft an SQL injection payload into the vulnerable bank system. We're going to register first an account. Let's give it a username. Use John.
Derek, how do you access the vulnerable bank?
We've accessed the vulnerable bank by copying the IP address that is assigned to us in the lab, in the CTFROOM.com lab, in the vault.
Okay.
Yeah, so just going to register an account. The username of your choice and a password. Register. So we are going to log in. So when you log in into your vulnerable bank application, you see your current balance. You're given free $1,000. You can also be able to see your account number, which is here. You can see there's money transfer. You can transfer money from one account to the other. You can request for a loan, and you can also monitor your transaction history. There's virtual cards and bill payments. So here we are just, this is how all it looks like. We also have our AI chat support that we were talking about, that you can interact with it in case of any issue. So we are just going first to log out. And so we're going to craft the SQL injection payload in the password field, where the application will authenticate us as an administrator. So we use the username John. The SQL payload is, I'm sure it won't be visible here. Let me first write it here. Here it is. This is the SQL injection payload. The other ways that you can write it, it's also in the manual. You can use this input admin. You can use all of these three. They will work when you try to insert it. So we are just going to copy this, paste it here, and use our username John. We are going to turn intercept on our back suite and login. So when we intercept our request, just send it to repeater. I'm going to access it here. So you can see the username here we've used is John, and the password it's the SQL injection payload that we've used. We're going to send that, and you can see on the other side the account number is admin 001. Debug info, the account number is admin. Here it shows true. We are also going to tackle this on later. This is we've been assigned administrator privileges. Shows the login time, the user ID. The admin account user ID is always 1. So we can see the login is successful, and we've been given the admin privileges. Let's just render to see how it looks from the other side. Sorry. Find it. So here you can see we've been given an account balance of $1 million, and the account number is admin 001. Still have the money transfer, the loans. You also have the transaction history. The only special thing about here is the admin panel. Let's try and see. Time. Oh, sorry. Let's turn this off first. So in the admin control panel, you can see we have 2 accounts. The account number for the admin is admin 001. We have the account we created, which was John, has been given different account number. There's also different balance. You can compare the balance, which this one is $1,000, the other one is $1 million. So we are going to use this phrase in our next exploit, which will be trying to do privilege escalation and account takeover by first trying to access the admin panel using our normal user account, which is John. So we are just going to copy this because we will need it. Just paste it here. An admin account, you can also create another administrator account. You can look at pending loan applications, which a normal user like John can make. And yeah, let's just first log out. So we are going to log in into our account, John. So in the previous SQL injection, you can see that the password enforcement policy in the application is very weak because you are able to access all that details, and you're also able to access being assigned as an administrator into the application. So looking so in this we are going to see here we don't have the admin panel because this is our normal user account, but we are going to try and access it using this uh, panel that is used to access the privileges that are assigned to an administrator. So we are going to log out, turn intercept on. We're going to use the JWT tool, the encoder and decoder, where we will copy the JSON web token and the live JSON web token and edit it, paste it back to into our intercept and access. Need to forward that. So this is what we need. You can see here there's a cookie token. Just this quite bigger. You can see here there's a cookie token that is given. So we are just going to copy it. Copy and going to paste it here. You can access this website. It's xjwt.io, or you can also use jwt.io. Both of them work the same. So you're going to just paste it here, and you can see we have the decoded header and we have the decoded payload. So you can see the decoded payload. The decoded header is the type is JWT. The algorithm is here. The user ID is 2 because it's a user account. The username is John, is admin, false. The IAT, which is it represents, it's a unique identifier to show the specific time and date the token was used, and it's also used in most platforms to determine expired sessions. So we are just going to edit this from false. Remember, we are trying to gain administrator privileges. Change that to true. The user ID remains the same. The username is admin. Sorry. So we are going to copy this. Click on copy and paste it right here. So we're going to change this get dashboard HTTP1. First, you're going to paste the phrase here, the token here. And copy this. Remove. I'm going to send that request and see. You see we've gotten HTTP 200 OK, which means we are able to access that. Let me just render to see what we should be seeing. This is the same administrator panel that you are trying to access. Let me copy this and use it on our exact site. Remember, when copying the token, you're also supposed to add the super secret admin, this phrase, so that you can be able to access the panel. We're going to change this from dashboard. Sorry. From dashboard to super secret admin. Going to forward that. And we can see we have our admin panel. We have our admin panel. Can see we can be able to access the administrator panel in the user account that we use. You're able to see we have still the same features. We can also create another administrator account. We can approve pending loan applications. We can manage users, delete accounts, and here you can see it comes as dashboard instead of super secret admin. So we are able, by editing what we were, because we have requested for the dashboard, that is why it brings this header. But when we intercept it, we change it from requesting for the dashboard to requesting for the admin panel endpoint. So we're going to our next. So that is simply how you can exploit a weak JWT implementation to run privilege escalation on your account. So next, we are going to try and increase the account balance by a mass assignment. So remember, we in our account we are given $1,000 as the default. We are given $1,000 as the default amount, and so we want to see if we can increase the balance using mass assignment. We are going back to the username. So when creating a new account, we are going to add some parameters and try to add some few phrases so that we can create a new account with more money. So we are going to register a new account. Come to register. Use Kim password. Turn on intercept. Click on register. So here on the request, you can see the username, the password, and so we are going to just take this request before forwarding it and send it to a repeater. So here we are going to just add some new phrases. Remember, we want to gain administrator privileges, and we want to see if we can get a higher default balance than the $1,000 which is assigned to every account, every user account. So I'm going to just yeah, let's say if we put this true, then seek balance. Put it to 50,000. Let's see. Let's try sending that and see. Yeah. Yes.
Derek,
Yeah.
where are you getting is admin and balance?
Is admin. is admin. Let me just take you quite back again. I think we'll get back to this later. Is admin. We see that in the response when we try to access here. I don't know if this is visible. Here in our very first SQL injection, you are seeing you can be assigned is admin is either true when you are an admin account and false where you are not an administrator account. So is admin, we are adding it so we can be able to gain administrator privileges, or we can still remove the phrase and we can still remove this phrase and just assign ourselves the higher balance. I'm going to send that. Registration failed. Try again. Um,
Do you need to put the values in double quotes, or you can just enter them without the double quotes? The balance amount.
you can enter them without. Got a little confused here. Sorry. Let's write here balance. $50,000. I think I went from somewhere.
I see Dixon says you might have missed a comma when you add the second field. Sorry, the third field.
I believe it's supposed to be like this. Let me try. There's somewhere that I've made an error. Yes, I think that is where I went wrong. You're supposed to use it as a double quote because in here you can see the account balance. Where is it? I'll try and check on that again, but on the response, the parameters, all of them have double quotes, and yes, I think that is why I had gone wrong. Sorry about that. So here we can see we've been able to allocate ourselves because it comes with a 200 OK response. So which means we've been able to get the balance. A new account balance is $50,000 aside from the $1,000 that is given. We just render, try and see. I don't know why it's not responding. Let's just try and register on the actual page. So we used scheme. Let's log in to our account because it's already created. Scheme password is 1234. So you can see our account has the $5,000 that we had assigned it. If we would have wished, we could also have given it the administrator privileges, which it could still remain with the username Kim, but come with the admin panel. And also, we are able to try and now see if we can use this same account, Kim, to perform the next attack, which we are going to perform a race condition exploit. We'll try and send a higher amount of money from Kim's account to John's account, and just see if whether that will be possible. We are going to try and make transfers of amounts that are higher or beyond what we have in our account balance. So let's just go back here. The first one. This is John's account. I didn't get it here. We have to log back in to John's account to fetch his account number. 1, 2, 3. So we are just going to copy this. So John has a $1,000 account balance, and Kim has the $50,000 that we managed to assign it in his account. So we are going to make an even higher amount of money transfer from Kim's account to John's account. Just paste John's account number here, the money transfer. Send 25,000. Yes, 25,000. Let's just call this race condition. We're going back here, turn our intercept on, and click on send money. So this time it will be a little bit different. Instead of sending this request to repeater, as we do with most of them, we are going to send this to an extension. We can come to Burp Store. We are going to use Turbo Intruder. So Turbo Intruder simply acts as it makes requests in a much faster way, which happens in milliseconds. And if the server of vulnerable bank is not that vigilant, we can be able to perform a number of transfers before it realizes that the account balance is lower. So going back to installed, because I've already installed mine. So we are going to turn on here. We are going to load Turbo Intruder, go back to proxy, just can go into extensions, select Turbo Intruder. So this is the Python script that you are going to use to exploit. Going to perform the transfer 8 times, which will be so fast. So you can see here the amount is 25,000, and you are sending to this account number, which is John's account. Put a space here. Forgot. Yes, that would have been an error. And so with that, I'm gonna click attack. Wait for some time. So you can click on the first transfer. You can see shows transfer completed. The status success. The second one success. The third one success. Remember, we were sending 25,000 8 times to John's account, and the balance is 50,000. So we are already 25,000 higher extra than what we had in our account. So another one at success, 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 success. All of them are successful. Mostly, not all of them become successful. That's why we perform 8 of them. Others might come. You might get yours does not come all of them successful, but it performs much higher times, or much times than the 2 times that it's supposed to only perform. So we are just going to turn this intercept off and try and reload. So you can see we are already at a negative of 150,000 in Kim's account. We have sent 150,000 higher than what we had. Let's just log in into John's account. Yes, John has 201,000 and he only had 1,000 in his account before the transaction. Can see here the transaction history plus 25,000, and you can also look at the timings. It happened at almost the same time. That is why it's called the race condition. It's simply the request trying to race and trying to make it fast to the server and back before time runs out, because you see all of these were made within the same second. 15, 52, 35, all of them. So that is the race condition vulnerability that is present in this vulnerable bank API. There is much more. There's much more to what I've done. We've done SQL injection. We've done weak JWT session handling. We've done increasing account balance, which we've just done now via mass assignment. We've done race condition exploit. There's still SSRF, which I believe we're going to have maybe an extra hour that the lab will be open. Just there's also prompt injection where you are going to interact with the AI. We're going to interact with the AI chat support, and just try and make it give you information that it's not to give to other users. So that's all from my side. I hopefully you can just go through the Vault and just try the other tasks. In case you get stuck, there's the manual. You can also you can always use it for reference. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Derek, for the lovely presentation and also the walkthrough. Remember, guys, this session was supposed to be short, which I appreciate the fact that Derek has ensured that it remains short. Then, secondly, he was not supposed to take us through everything through that particular vault, because if he did that, then the psych or the push for us to be able to do some things for ourselves and discover for ourselves, then it shouldn't be that much for us. Then also, as he has mentioned, I remember during the start of this session, I mentioned that the labs will be available for the duration of this particular session, but we're extending that by an hour. So at exactly 8 p.m., the lab will switch from being freely accessible to becoming a premium vault. So that means that anyone who is trying to access it after 8 should have a premium subscription to be able to gain access to the lab. That said, he has left out a few areas intentionally again, so that we can try them out. Then the good thing is that we have a full documentation on the same. Which, of course, if we try out, then you see it's not working, then you can refer to the documentation. What I normally encourage for most of my interactions, and basically which I'll share here, is that before you rush to the documentation, before you rush to what has been um, prepared by the instructor. Try them out yourself. For example, the SSRF. Don't go and read about SSRF. Try out first. Then, if you find a challenge, before you even refer to the documentation, try to Google. Let Google your friend. Right now, we have AI. AI yourself some solutions. Then, if all fails, then you can always refer to the official workbook. So that in itself will help you grow and advance your knowledge, because maybe you find that AI or Google shares a different way in which it will have tackled that same problem. Then when you refer to the documentation, it shows you a different methodology. So at the end of it all, maybe you've gathered three different ways in which you're able to solve the same problem, as opposed to going through to the documentation, which you of course just plan one way of solving that same problem. So that's why I encourage you that before you rush to the documentation, please try out different options, then see what you learn from it. Then as I wind up, just like to mention that the walkthrough tasks are back. The frequency will be explained, or rather will be announced later on. We're hoping that we can do this every week. If not every week, then at least every 2 weeks, so that at least we get to learn different um, areas or niches within cybersecurity. Today was web applications. Tomorrow might be something different. Could be forensics, incident response. I don't know. So look forward to seeing what the future has in store. So the video, as mentioned before, it is recorded. So we are going to do some editing. Then we're going to post it on our official YouTube channel, where you'll be there. It will be hosted there for further reference moving forward. I don't know if Geoffrey, you're back. If you're back, you can just show by show of hand, just show that you're back. Lawrence, I don't know if you're still here, and if you have any final comments. Thank you, Geoffrey. Lawrence, I don't know if you have any final comments of the same. Oh, well, perfect.
No, no,
Derek, do you have any final words?
absolute, and try replicate what Derek has shown us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lawrence. Just echoed what I've said. Just echo what Mwalimu has said. Yeah. So thank you for echoing what Mwalimu Jones has said. So anyway, back to Derek. Anything you'd like to add, or any announcement you have on your end? Derek, if you're speaking, you're muted.
Oh, I have no announcement. Just thank you guys for joining. I hope to be have more sessions like this with you, and just grow our knowledge in cybersecurity and the vulnerabilities that keep on upcoming with the new technology that we get every day. We'll be going through different areas in walkthrough Thursdays. It will not only be about APIs. Can do OSINT. We can do very many areas, and yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much, Derek. Now let's wind up by thanking everyone who are able to show up for this particular session. Hoping to grow the number in the coming weeks. If you're able to enjoy the session, thank you so much for the claps, Bradley. Derek, those are for you, not for me. Although I would have loved if they were for me, but those are flowers for you. And yes, we really look forward to seeing more of what you have in store for us. That said, thank you so much. Let me wish you all a lovely night and an enjoyable long weekend for all of us. Good night and bye.